Good evening everybody, welcome to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live, and welcome to one of the most demanding tracks in the world really. Welcome to the Autodromo Enzo Adino Ferrari for 3 races tonight in the British Sim Racers Mazda MX-5. We are not too far away from the end of the season, just 12 races to go, and all of the championships are still up for grabs. Joining me in the commentary box for this one, alongside me, Adam Bath, it's Sam Kumo. And Sam, I don't know about you, but this is one of my favourite tracks. Not just in sim racing, but in the world at the moment. Whereabouts does this circuit lie for you?
Hello, good evening everyone. For me, this is perhaps not one of my favorites. I would rank Spa much higher than this, but I think that's mainly because I'm not used to this layout. And it is also a fairly new track for iRacing as well, and quite long for this kind of cars. We're seeing about just over a 2-minute lap times here.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how these cars get on around here, considering it is such a long lap. 2:02 is currently the fastest time set in qualifying. We'll run you through the championship standings then, so we head into the final dozen races. Stanislav Chepelevsky leads Ashley Beard by 64 points, and it is very close in the battle for third. Steve Hefford just 4 or 5 points just ahead of Brian Holmes in fourth. Then fifth is Roy Ververke. He is the highest of the AM drivers, currently sitting inside the top 5. That's a good achievement from him so far. Rob Hartley in 6th, then it's Kevin Woods 7th, 8th Jamie Ayres, 9th Lon Murray in 10th, Martin Wolfram, the privateer there. Then moving over to the AM standings, we've got Roy Ververke leading Kevin Woods by 104 points, and then 34 points down the road it is Martin Wolfram, Max Wright 4th, Peter Van Gorlen 5th, with his Youth Energy teammate Adam Delmont in 6th, then Ben Landemore and Colin Robinson with Kip Stevens 9th, and Alan Mitchell rounding out the top 10 there. Then into the Teams Championship, it's MHR Foxfoot Racing leading Automech by 1,053 points, and it's Youth Energy 3rd, ProSim 4th, 5th Team Momo, 6th BAM Esport, and then 7th We Are Grip of Automech Knockhill in 8th, Super GT Racing in 9th, DM Racing 10th, and then 11th is Team Bushfink Racing, and in 12th position is the EK Sim Equipment team, which looks like it might be making its debut here today, Sam, with new driver Eric Koeman, who has had a very good qualifying session, currently sitting 7th.
Yes, I was just looking over the entry sheets for this one. Yes, Eric Koeman is joining us for his first race with a new team that we've not seen before in the series. I believe Alan Catalan, no, that is Steve Hansworth who is joining him, but I don't think he is here tonight. He's the
might be
driver
17.
for AK Sim Equipment.
Steve Hansford currently,
yeah,
there he is, 18th, Steve Hansford. So yeah, they've got 2 drivers, and yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on them throughout the evening. I don't know if it's in relation to Ronald Koeman, of course, but yeah, Eric Koeman, Benelux driver, Dutch driver on the grid today, and yeah, currently sitting in 7th position. Imola then, circuit renowned when it hosted the San Marino Grand Prix for so many years in Formula 1 for not having too many overtaking spots. They did change the layout of the track a little bit once it dropped off the calendar in 2007 by removing the Triguardo chicane, the last chicane on the circuit, meaning it's a straight blast from Ravazza, the second of Ravazzas, down to the Tamburello chicane. And in faster cars, of course, this now created a bit more slipstreaming opportunity, and I think with this, Sam, it's given even more slipstreaming opportunities for the Mazda MX-5s, because it is an extremely long run now from the final Ravazza down to Tamburello chicane, probably a good part of half a minute or so.
Yes, that's something we've seen with the Mazdas. There's been plenty of slipstreaming, and it seems like you can really get a good run if you get behind the car in front. So I would expect there will be plenty of moves going into the which is turn 2 in the first corner in the Variante Tamburello, and then perhaps some into the Tosa hairpin, which is turn 7.
Qualifying just coming to an end then, checkered flag out, and I think we're going to go straight down to the grid. Yeah, indeed we are. Standing start, of course, and I believe on iRacing they start at the timing line rather than starting where the lights are. No, in fact, we're starting where the lights are. So Ashley Beard will start on pole position. Second, Rob Hartley. Third, Brian Holmes. Fourth, Stadion Shepelevsky. Fifth, Christoph Kiard. Sixth, Dave Hampson. Seventh is Eric Koeman. We were just talking about him. Adam Delmont in eighth. Then Peter Van Gool in ninth. And Jamie Ayres rounding out the top 10. 11th for Max Wright. 12th for Roy Verkerk. 13th for Lorne Murray. 14th Lee Diemer. 15th for Kevin Woods with Martin Waltham 6th. 16th is Martin Waltham. 17th Lee Balmer. 18th Steve Hansford. 19th Mick Barry. And 20th Adam McNally with Anwar Smith, Cesario Rizzo, Jason Greenfield and Ben Landemore all failing to set a time in the qualifying session.
Yes, those might be also penalties, or just not getting the time in.
Indeed. The penalties may have been carried over from the last race meeting. We were last week racing at, of course, the Suzuka circuit. Brilliant race meeting there. Hopefully we get to see the same here. We're just waiting for two guys to take their spots on the grid, and they are Max Wright and Jason Greenfield. Well, the first time we've been waiting for Max Wright to do something before. Of course, in the Mazda MX-5 last season, we waited what seemed like an eternity for him to complete his lap of the Nordschleife, but he's on the grid now and we're ready to go. Runs away for race one. Good start from Beard. Yeah, good start from Beard. Peter Van Gool's made a good jump already. He's already trying to get past. He's got past Adam Delmont, in fact. But who's going to lead into the first corner? Ash Beard. He's got his Foxfoot teammates for company here going into the Tamburello chicane. He leads Rob Hartley. Then it's Brian Holmes. Then Stelian Shepelevsky. Oh no, Adam Delmont. He'd already got a poor start. He lost the position.
And he collides with his teammate. Anwar Smith.
Well, things have definitely not gone well here. What happened to kickstart it all off? Well, he first of all got hit by Jamie Ayres, and then got finished off by Max Wright had nowhere to go, in fact. So Max Wright got going, and then hit imploughed his teammate of Anwar Smith, who was starting at the back.
Meanwhile, at the front, Shepelevsky is already making moves on Rob Hartley and gains the third place.
Oh, Lorne Murray's dropping down the order. Don't know what happened to Murray there. Trying to find him on my timing screen, in fact.
He's just out of the hairpin.
Yeah, he's just out of the Tosa with no front ends on his Mazda MX-5. Looks like he went out onto the AstroTurf on the exit. Not too much grip out there. And Lorne Murray finding that out with big consequences as he's dropped down to 22nd now.
Yes, it looks like the curves are very high there.
Yeah, definitely. Brian Holmes dropping down the order. What's happened to Brian? This could be a slowdown possibly for the Foxfoot driver. Was in second position behind Ash Beard. Now he's down to about 8th position now, Sam.
Yeah, that must be. Yeah, that is slowdown. He's braking on the straight.
Slowdown penalty on the opening lap is definitely not what you want, because as we always say, week after week, iRacing sets the slowdown penalty off your best time, and of course on lap 1 they haven't set a time, so yeah, they just hand you the biggest one they can. And Brian Holmes really suffering now, down to 8th position. However, there is still plenty of time to get back up the order. 3 15-minute races here.
Yes, first lap completed, and as my time screen goes completely off, Rob Hartley still keeping up with Shepelevsky, as Shepelevsky has made it up to the second place right now.
Indeed he has, 0.8 of a second behind Peter Van Gool. Oh no, off goes Eric Koeman.
Yeah,
he's off at Tamburello. Those two must have come together. In fact, no, it wasn't Brian Holmes, it was Peter Van Gool. Hit and run, quite literally. A little bit, but yeah, and also Stelian Shepelevsky is taking the lead away from Ash Beard.
A lot of action on the early goings here.
Yeah, did we get to see a replay of what happened between Koeman and Van Gool?
Yeah, we quickly took a look at it, but now we need to look at this battle going on for the first place.
Oh, these are the two in the championship, and Ash Beard nearly collides with his teammates after he gets way out of shape going through the Piratella. That allows Christoph Kiard through into second position, and Ash Beard, who of course is the man second in the championship, needs to do something to close that gap to Stelian Shepelevsky in the final 12 races of the season. It's already handed Chepelevsky the lead after starting on the pole. Ashbeard. Chepelevsky started 4th, now leading. And Ashbeard, who going into Tamburello on lap 1, Sam, had his 2 teammates for company. Now he's only got Rob Hartley, and he's now having to try and get past Christoph Kiard here on lap 2.
And I believe as he goes, yes, clean move there. And now it's again Boxwood Racing 2 and 3.
Pro-Sim, of course, for Stalin Chepelevsky. Pro-Sim in the Teams Championship sits in 4th position, highlighting the amount of points that Cheppy's brought in for the team. 2,074 points Stalin Chepelevsky's on as Christoph Kiard trying to get a bit of a run here on Rob Hartley as they come over the line. The timing line, incidentally, is way back before the actual start line, so watch out for that towards the end of the race. We go into the first corner, 0.3 of a second between Ashbeard and Stalin Chepelevsky. Lee Balmer and Mick Barry dropping down the order for some reason again.
Yeah. Also something happened to Ben Landemore.
Yeah, Ben Landemore, he's very slow around the back of the circuit. It looks like he had his own spin at Aquina Minerali. That might just to compound things really for him. He's really cut adrift from the rest of the pack. Lee Balmer versus Koeman and Anwar Smith. Oh, and a very slow car in front of them. That's Steve Hansford, Koeman's teammate. Anwar Smith finds his way through the middle, in fact, as they go into the Villeneuve chicane. And up the inside goes Koeman as well. On his teammate, Hansford should let him through, and he does. So the comeback for Koeman is on here. He's still 11 positions away from where he started, but working his way through well.
Looking at the Hansford car, it doesn't seem value damage, so that might have been just a slowdown.
Up the hill then they go towards Piratella. Might need to check back in the front actually, because the gap between the leaders is just 1/10 of a second. Oh, contact as well. Just saw the lead Dima's been turned around. One of Ashbeard's teammates, in fact.
And the replay is up on screen.
No contact there between them. Right then, back with whereabouts is Stalin Chepelevsky then. He's just going into the Ravatsas now. 4/10 of a second in hand over Ashbeard as they go through the final corner. Chepelevsky going out onto that AstroTurf. I don't know whether that gives you an incident point on iRacing. We do have quite a few a big incident limit here today, 20. So we shouldn't see too many drivers hitting them. Here they come over the timing line again. There it is. Through the flat out right hand kink to start lap 4. With 8 minutes to go here. Fastest lap of the race by Rob Hartley, incidentally, as here comes Ashbeard for the lead up the inside into the Tamburello chicane. And Chepelevsky down to 2nd position, and I think this is going to be the story of the 3 races that we're going to have today, Sam. The lead going backwards and forwards, really, as each driver takes their turn in the slipstream.
Yeah, right now we've seen this top 5 completely run away from the rest. Jamie Ayres is currently 6th and over 9 seconds behind David Hampson, who is currently 5th.
Big gap already. This top 5 made up of Beard, Chepelevsky, Hartley, Kiard and Hampson. Already 9 seconds, as someone was saying, ahead of Jamie Ayres in 6th, and then Van Gool 2 seconds behind him in 7th. For Verke 8th, McNally up 11 positions to 9th. Martin Waltham rounding out the top 10. Been a terrible race for Lorne Murray, down 10 positions. Adam Delmont down 14 positions as well. They are the main casualties from our opening race so far. 7 minutes to go, and in fact the leaders are coming up to lap somebody. This is Adam Delmont, who we saw around at the Tamburello chicane on the opening lap of the race. This might complicate matters for the drivers at the front. May give Ashbeard a bit of help as well, Sam, because he might have someone to pick up a bit of slipstream off in front of him.
Yes, but it might also give him trouble, because you really don't know where you're going to catch the lapped cars.
That's it, isn't it? Because Imola really tight and twisty after the Tamburello chicane, but you have got that really long stretch at the front, and if you were going to catch a driver to lap them, you'd want it to be on the front straight, as Lee Dimo's towed back to the pits, so he must have had a crash out on the track, and that's the end of a pretty bad race 1 for him. And here come the leaders onto the front straight again through the final Rivazza. Chepelevsky, who in a BSR Kia Cup race that we showed on Apex Racing TV, came into the pits with 1 lap to go, whilst leading, in fact. If he doesn't do the same here. he's going to try and take the lead.
Inside. Should be able to make this pass here.
He does. So a lap ago, Ashbeard got the lead in the Tamburello chicane, and this time it's Stanislav Chapelevsky. In fact, it wasn't Chapelevsky that pitted at the end. I think it was someone else. I think it was Chapelevsky that might have benefited from it. But yeah, Chapelevsky leading now. Further down the order, Martin Waltham and Max Wright. They've just exchanged positions. Martin Waltham taking that 10th position, spots on the top 10 into the Tamburello chicane. Max Wright demoted to 11th. Nice few battles going on here, and also Kevin Woods versus Brian Holmes. Holmes trying to get some positions back after his earlier slowdown penalty. Here he goes. So that's Brian Holmes into 12th position now. Kevin Woods down to 13th, and also in the mix there is Cesare Rizzo going into the Tosa hairpin.
Yeah, Cesare Rizzo, one of those guys who always seems to be in the pick of the action wherever we go.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if we get a reverse grid, he's always there. And doing so here. Quite amazing really that Momo Racing have got such well-known drivers in their ranks, but are only they're not anywhere near the front of the championship, as Ashbeard has taken the lead back from Stanislav Chapelevsky, and that wasn't on the front straight, that was on the quick blast out of Aqua Minerale into the Variante Alta, and that's Ashbeard back to the race lead.
Well, that is only temporary, because now Chapelevsky is able to get the draft on the main straight. So I think here the drivers will need to be careful and think about where they want to be when we go to the final lap.
I think I personally rather be in the lead, I think, because as you can see the timing line is there, and in these Mazda MX-5s you're definitely not going to get a run in time to get the lead. So I think Ashbeard just shaping something up for later. If Stanislav Chapelevsky was to get the lead at this point, he'll definitely be able to have it be in with a shot of getting the lead into the Variante Alta, I think, as Chapelevsky tries again.
Just looking for it, but not quite close enough here.
Trying to get a cutback actually out of the Tamburello chicane as we go towards Villeneuve. Cheppy needs to watch out, because Rob Hartley will definitely do anything required to help his teammates here. Chapelevsky has a 64-point lead going into this race meeting. Watch out for Christophe Kiard as well, having a little look at the inside into the Tosa hairpin.
And now there's also the lap car ahead of them.
Adam Delmont still, I think. They just haven't got round to lapping him yet. Showing good pace as Christophe Kiard and Hampson exchange positions going into the Piratella. Hampson, British driver, Christophe Kiard, Frenchman. And Dave Hampson
a little bit wide.
That'll be an off-track for him. Go through the Aqua Minerale section now. It's just double right-hander compared to what it was prior to the changes that the circuit made in '95. There goes Ashbeard lapping Delmont. Delmont doing the right thing there, really, Sam?
Yes, but I think he could have just slowed down on the inside rather than going completely off the track.
Well, maybe, yeah, he didn't have much to race for, I think, Adam Delmont. Lee Dima was quite a way ahead, so may as well have done that. Don't want to ruin everyone's race. Into the Rivazza then. Ashbeard very late on the brakes in his pursuits to keep Chapelevsky at bay. Cheppy trying to get the inside there through the second part of the Rivazza. We're definitely going to see it again. What time are we on? 2 minutes 40, so this is going to be the start of the penultimate lap here. Just over a 2-minute lap. Cheppy just trying to see if we get a photo finish, who would lead. Definitely would be Ashbeard there, just. The gap at the line was 37 thousandths. Tell you what, here comes Ashbeard's teammate. 3 wide, and Ashbeard might lose out here, but Brian Holmes definitely, Rob Hartley definitely checks back there. And allows his teammate still in with a shot. Chapelevsky takes the lead again into the Tamburello chicane.
So this will be interesting to see where does Ashbeard make the move. Does he want to lead his lap? Well, looking like he is definitely looking for a way past.
Chapelevsky using the front straight to his advantage. Ashbeard using the rest of the track to his advantage here. Into the Tosa hairpin. Hampson out of nowhere. Up the inside of Rob Hartley, but Hartley will get the run on the outside of the Tosa hairpin and surely will stay ahead. And now Hampson needs to be careful, because here comes Christophe Kiard. He's going to try and go around the outside over the crest into the Piratella. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? Kiard versus Hampson. It's going to be Hampson just as Kiard gets forced off onto the AstroTurf there. They're still going at it. It's going to be Dave Hampson that remains in that 4th position as the top 3 separate themselves, and Ashbeard put 2 wheels onto the grass going into Aqua Minerale. That might hinder him with a slowdown. I think it has. Small slowdown though. It's going to allow his teammate through. Or not.
No, Rob Hartley just held back and didn't take the push.
Job there. A lot of the curb taken on the inside of the Variante Alta by Rob Hartley. Chapelevsky, even he has a half a second lead, but that's going to be quickly erased by the time we get either into Rivazza or by the time we get to the end of the start-finish straight. How quickly this opening race has gone by. We're going to start the final lap when we get to the line. Just under 40 seconds to go now, and Ashbeard is his first opportunity to try and take the lead back as we cross the line to start the last lap.
I'm interested to see if Rob Hartley gives Ashbeard any kind of push or help through here, or will he just try to get the second place for himself?
Last lap then. 2:05.3 for Cheppy, 2:05.7. Of course, Ashbeard had that issue at Aqua Minerale. He's going to try for the outside here into the first chicane. And Chapelevsky holds on for now. Left again as we go on our way to the Villeneuve chicane. Beard gets a good run, looks to the inside. Maybe not advised. Of course, this is where Yuji Ide flips over Christian Albers in the last ever San Marino Grand Prix in 2006. Good cut back by Beard, looking to the inside, but then looking back to the outside. And here comes his teammate, the man from Carolina, Rob Hartley. Races in the Rickwitech Sports Car Series on Monday nights. No way through there as we go up the hill for the final time. Ashbeard still trying everything he can to get past Chapelevsky. Might have to be that move up the inside into the Variante Alta, because at the moment Chapelevsky just doing a good job of keeping back and keeping Ashbeard at bay at the moment.
Yeah, it will be very difficult for Ashbeard to come here if Chapelevsky just keeps the inside line tight. As typically it's a slight drift out of that corner. And now Beard is very close.
What a good run there, Ashbeard, but I think it's going to be... It would definitely have to be a dive bomb. We were talking about them earlier in the IMSA Sports Car Series. No move there. It's going to have to be all about the run on the exit of the Variante Alta. And it looks like a good run from Ashbeard. Chapelevsky covers at the inside line straight away. I think Ashbeard might not be going the right way about it if he goes to the outside into the Rivazza. Maybe he might try and sell him a dummy. No, he's going to try and go for the outside. Chapelevsky will brake later, of course, because he has the inside line. And Beard gets forced out wide. That allows Rob Hartley up the inside then into the final corner. And it might even get worse for him. Ashbeard gets turned around. Unbelievable scenes here. Ashbeard, the man second in the championship, the man charged with trying to stop Stelin Chapelevsky with running away with this championship, spins on the exit of Rivazza, and Stelin Chapelevsky takes race 1 of the day here with Rob Hartley second, third for Dave Hampson, a late podium for him, 4 for Christophe Kiard, the Frenchman, and Ashbeard, Sam's going to come across the line in 5th position.
Yeah, Ashbeard will be kicking himself for that. He tried to go for the one more place, but just ended up losing a whole lot more.
Still a top 5 for Ashbeard, but with 64 points between him and Chapelevsky going into the final dozen races, he couldn't afford to drop any more points to the Bulgarian, and he's definitely done so there. There's still 2 more races to go, of course, so it's not all over. Here come the rest of the drivers across the line, and Cesaro Rizzo is going to come across and take 14th place. After starting in last, that's a good job from him. Eric Koeman started in 7th, ended up getting turned around by Peter Van Gool at the start of the second lap of the race. Takes 15th. Lee Barmer should take 16th, as well as Anwar Smith. Last few drivers coming over the line here. We are just waiting now for Mick Barry and Ben Landemore and Lee Diemer across the line. But once again, Sam Suzuka last week, providing the great racing as always. But that was made up more of the pack racing. But here it's Imola, the slipstream, it's back, and we're seeing a lot of it in great quantity here.
Yeah, it seems like this is very similar to Suzuka in its profile. There's plenty of drafting and opportunities to make passes, and it seems to suit this kind of car very well.
Lee Diemer now.
Yeah, he is still coming through. He's at 21st place.
Here he goes, yep, and should take 21st position. Of course, we've got the reverse grid to come up later on. And we'll see what gets on pole position for that, as here comes Lee Dima now over the line, and he should take that 21st position. In fact, he takes 20th because Ben Landemore wasn't able to make it to the line. So running through the finishing order, St. Chapelewski takes the win then, but it was the other MHR Foxfoot car that takes second position. Rob Hartley, Dave Hampson third, Christoph Kiard fourth, fifth Ash Beard, sixth Jamie Ayres, seventh Peter Van Gool, eighth Adam McNally, ninth Roy Verke, 10th Brian Holmes, Martin Waltham 11th, 12th Max Wright, 13th for Kevin Woods, 14th for Cesario Rizzo, 15th for Eric Koeman, 16th for Lee Barmer, 17th for Anwar Smith, 18th for Steve Hansford, 19th for Mick Barry, and 20th for Lee Dima. And then the cars one lap down or more. Ben Landemore lap down along with Adam Delmont and Lorne Murray, and Jason Greenfield not taking the start earlier. So we do get a reverse grid. We can have as many as 23 cars reversed. Let's watch out for that one. So Sam, over to you. Let's get the reverse grid wheel up, and I know he's going to be on pole for race 2.
Yep, the wheel is coming up. Had some issues with the sorting out, but let's spin it. And we do have 4 full grid, full reverse this year. And it will be 29, which is a full reverse.
Definitely a full reverse. Yeah, Lorne Murray then will be on pole position for the second race of the day. Then second will be Adam Delmont, hoping to get a win on the board for Youth Energy. They were so good in the Kia Cup Series, hoping to emulate that success here in the MX-5. And Ben Landemore will be very happy with that. Starting in third position with Lee Dima fourth and Mick Barry in fifth. And then we'll see how the leaders get on. The winners, of race 1 should get on, because they'll be starting at the back. You don't want to miss that. Join us after the break here on Apex Racing TV, where the second race of the BSR MX-5s will be getting underway here at Imola.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Changed our world and left us without warning. move. Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
From far away they came to us with knowledge.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Welcome back to the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari for race 2 of the day here at the British Sim Racers Mazda MX-5. Good first race, but now we've got a full reverse grid to contend with, and of course slightly different conditions. Adam Bath here again with Sam Kuma on the cameras, and yeah, Sam, good first race, but yeah, full reverse grid. It's going to be interesting to see what these drivers can do, because the drivers that won race 1, of course, because I don't think they're going to be able to get to the front too quickly at this track.
No, it's going to be taking a lot of overtaking to get there, but as we saw in the first race, the overtaking is definitely possible and fairly easy here. Maybe much easier than in some of the lighter and twisted tracks that we've seen, and the turn 1 black VCX straight turn 2 or whatever it is in the Variante Umbrella, that seems to be the prime overtaking spot.
It was a good first race nonetheless, won by Stallion Chepelevsky after late drama where Spears, who was gunning for the win, ended up colliding with the drivers behind, trying to take that second position, and ended up finishing in 5th place. He'll be hoping that something will happen to Stallion Chepelevsky in the second race so he can get some of those points back that he lost, because after that Stallion Chepelevsky is definitely going to have gained quite a few points out of all that. Of course, time to remind you that we do have the Club 73 Touring Car Championship happening tonight. That's back after its week break. I don't know whereabouts it's racing, but yeah, it is on as well as us. I will strongly discourage you to leave us, because I think race 2 is going to be really interesting to watch.
Or if you're interested, maybe during the ad breaks while we're preparing for the third race, but make sure to come back to us for the final.
You can always just watch, put both on at the same time.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's not going to get confusing at all.
No, yeah. Just make sure that you have us and mute the other one through the grid. Running through the grid, Law Murray's on pole, second Adam Delmont, third Ben Landemore, fourth Lee Deemer, fifth Mick Barry, sixth Steve Hansford, seventh Anwar Smith, eighth Lee Barmer, ninth is Eric Koeman, then 10th is Cesaro Rizzo, 11th Kevin Woods, 12th Max Wright, 13th Martin Waltham, 14th Brian Holmes, 15th Roy Verke, 16th is Adam McNally, 17th Peter Van Gaal, 18th Jamie Ayres, 19th Ashbeard, and 20th Christoph Kiard. 21st is Dave Hampson, 22nd Rob Hartley, 23rd Stelian Chepelewski, and starting at the back in 24th place is Jason Greenfield, who has taken to the grid for this second race. Right then, here we go. Youth Energy versus Automech. Let's see who's going to get into the Tamburello chicane first for race 2 of the day.
Oh, that's a false start for who was that? In the ProSim car.
ProSim. Who was at the front? It was a ProSim car.
6 and 5. That is
Mick Barry.
Mick Barry, yes.
Yeah, I looked up, saw a bit of smoke, and yeah, it was Mick Barry that had jumped the start, so he's going to have to serve a stop and go penalty. Into the first corner we go then. It's going to be Law Murray that leads. Second is going to be Adam Delmont. Just here a bit of contact, but I think for the most part everyone through the first corner safely. Indeed they are. One driver starts from the pits.
Having small issues there.
Peter Van Gaal, yeah, he's off on the outside of the Tamburello chicane.
Adam McNally not getting through that one.
McNally either. Down to 22nd position, and his teammate Anwar Smith has only just emerged from the pits after what looks like a pit lane start. Into the Tosa hairpin, and more contact. Roy Verke getting into Ashbeard, but Ashbeard carries on. It's his teammate Rob Hartley that's got more damage actually. And the MHR Foxfoot car as we go up over the hill for the first time. You can see Dave Hampson also there. And for the lead, Adam Delmont and Law Murray. Delmont's through Peritella, into the Aquin and Minerali, the Automech car down to second.
Law Murray, well, he seems to be getting decent run here, but probably not close enough to make a pass again. And we see movement. Mick Barry, something happened to him.
Yeah, Mick Barry's
just a slowdown.
Well, it's a stop and go penalty for him already, and it's going to be a slowdown penalty as well to Boos on this opening lap. Good start by Eric Koeman, in fact. He's at 5 positions to 4th. Ben Landemore dropping down the order as well. That's almost certainly another slowdown penalty.
And good battle for 8th place between Palmer. Oh, that was a very close one. Was Cesar Rizzo who had a slowdown
as well, yeah.
They just barely managed to avoid it.
Oh, and then he collides with Kiard. Oh, no! That's not gone at all well. Adam McNally and the Automech car of Roy Verke all just go flying into the stationary Frenchman.
Yeah, just taking a look at the replay. So Rizzo is very slow going down the hill.
And then I don't know if he finishes his slowdown or... yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness me, it's all kicking off here as Brian Holmes leads around a sea of cars. That was me looking on the replay briefly, but yeah, that was what was going on there as they came across the start-finish line. Few cars off going on the exit of Tamburello.
Well, it's still a sea of cars around the 7th and 8th place.
Yeah, Jamie Ayres and Chepelewski nearly getting tapped there by Jamie Ayres as we go through the Villeneuve chicane, going out wide there, and a slowdown penalty for the Foxfoot car there. That's Lee Deemer, I think, 33. No, Rob Hartley,
no,
in fact.
I don't think it was slow down. It was most likely, it's more like he was just barely keeping it under control.
Okay.
He got on the curb on the exit and just put a major dance lapper there.
Just watching it back. In fact, he nearly ran into the back of the Automech car in front of him, and Max Wright, and had to really get out of the way there. Brian Holmes. Now on our way out of Aquin and Minerali, the two leaders have really put a gap now between themselves and the rest of the pack. Martin Waltham now in 3rd with Brian Holmes 4th. Then in 5th is Ashbeard. Quite remarkable there as Max Wright pulls over because he looks like he's picked up a slowdown penalty for Aquin and Minerali, so he's now down to 10th place.
Yeah, really the slowdown penalties here seem to be one of the main issues.
Seems to be as a result of going out wide for Aquin and Minerali. That's what the iRacing service seems to punish you with, using too much of that runoff area on the exit of Aquin and Minerali.
Yeah, I think if there's something I need to complain about those is that they are fairly inconsistent. It seems like in the older tracks the slowdowns are much more forgiving, whereas in the newer you can get them very easily.
The one that annoys me the most is the penultimate corner at Circuit of the Americas, the one that gives you an off-track for literally putting about 4 wheels on the curb as Brian Holmes gets past Martin Waltham, and it looks like Ash Beard might do the same. In fact, he might almost try and make it 3 wide as we go into the first corner here. Oh, he's gone.
Brian Holmes is gone.
Where has he gone? Oh, he's back again.
And
But he
he
definitely-
jumped way ahead.
Well, he definitely wasn't disqualified, Brian Holmes. Yeah, having a few connection issues there. Not as bad as me in the Blancpain GT qualifiers that we did a few years ago on in the Apex Racing team. Ash Beard going a bit wide down the exit of the Villeneuve chicane. Oh dear me, Dave Hampson in the background nearly had a certainty to go into the wall there, but somehow saved it and lives to fight another day. He's now in a
Beard has to slow down.
slow down, yeah. Oh no, what's happened to Jamie Ayres? Jamie Ayres dropping down the order. He's in
There
the
was
pits.
someone around on the hairpin.
Oh, he's blown an engine, that's what it looks like. Going through the Villeneuve chicane, and then I was going very slowly anyway at this point. Then the smoke starts to appear.
Yes, trying to find him on the replay.
There's a very sick Mazda MX-5. Can't find the moment the engine goes, but when he was going around Tosa...
It was on the entry. He was downsitting too quickly, I think.
Okay, well that's the end of
Maybe just
Jamie
missed
Ayres
the
then.
gear.
And that won't be the reverse grid won't help him either, because he'll be over more than a lap down, so that's the end of him. Brian Holmes doing a good...
We have a good battle going on for the 5th place with this nice track terrain of 5 cars here, led by Martin Waltham right now, but looking at the Ash Beard pace, I think there is going to be changing the order very quickly.
We go then out of the Rivatsa, and you can see right in the background Stalin Chepelevsky is getting ever closer to these guys as well. Over the line we go then on to lap 4 of the race. 8.5 minutes to go. Here comes Ash Beard to take the position. You can see Christophe Quillard just emerging from the pit lane after his contact earlier. Dave Hampson thinking of making it 3 wide into the first corner, but it's not advisable. Beard through into 4th now. Hampson, he's going to have to watch out because Rob Hartley is there, and also there is Stalin Chepelevsky. Out of the exit of the Tamburello chicane comes the MHR Foxfoot car of Rob Hartley, having a little look at the inside. Brian Holmes has taken 2nd place away from Adam Delmont as well. That's a change for position there. Holmes only 0.6 of a second away.
Hampson was really wide.
Yeah, they've gone almost complete. Yeah, they have gone completely off there. As that's not going to go well. Chepelevsky up the inside and through. Hartley loses out big time there, down to 8th position now, and Christophe Quillard, who's a lap behind these guys, fancies getting himself into the picture here.
This group has really moved up. Hampson is 15 position up from where he started. Ash Beard, I believe on the previous lap he was 14, but I think right now he's 16 if I'm not mistaken.
If these guys can push on and maybe even get to the group at the front. Law Murray at the moment is under all sorts of pressure as Brian Holmes takes the lead, in fact. Maybe Law Murray knew he wasn't the quicker and let him through. Now he's got a fight with Adam Delmont on his hands as Ash Beard gets ever closer here. The gap between him and the leader, Brian Holmes, is only 2.6 seconds. And with just under 7 minutes to go in the race, it isn't too inconceivable of him getting there. Goes past Adam Delmont, so that's Ash Beard now into 3rd position. Down to 2.4 seconds now.
And I just noticed Brian Holmes also disappearing for a moment there. So there might be something going on with his connection. Let's hope it holds up for the rest of the race.
Most of the field, I should say, is made up of UK and Ireland drivers here in the BSR series, as you'd expect, but we do have a few overseas drivers, as in Rob Hartley, who's from Carolina, Eric Koeman, Benelux. It's kicking off again into the first corner. Hampson versus Rob Hartley. Hampson able to hold him off. Stalin Chepelevsky, he'll be wanting a few of these positions soon. See, he takes a lot of those bumps on the inside of the curbs through the Tamburello chicane. One of the few cars really where it doesn't really upset the car you're taking those sleeping policemen, sausage curves, whatever you want to call them. Really bunching up behind Adam Delmont now, going into the toaster hairpin. Everyone really struggling to find a way past the Youth Energy car. Oh, you can see both Hampson and Waltham really sliding their way on the exit, losing a lot of time, and this is just going to give Rob Hartley the opportunity to take positions away from both of these guys here as they come over the top of the hill into the Piratella. Chepelewski staying way clear of this. Hartley at the inside, Hampson round the outside. Hartley tries to hold on to it, but looks like Martin Waltham might get back past him again. So looks like it might be back to where you started, Rob Hartley here, and it is. And Chepelewski somehow dodges a bullet in all that, and now Hartley gets forced out wide on the exit.
Yeah, didn't get a good run there. Got caught up by Waltham, and now here comes Chepelewski.
Maybe take the position.
Quite, no, yeah. Oh, Chepelewski.
And there goes Chepelewski. Didn't hit the wall though. Will get going again. But that will surely be him locked into 8th position now for the rest of the race. He is going to be without any slipstream help whatsoever. We've only got 4.5 minutes to go, so I think 8th is going to be as good as it gets for Stalin Chepelewski in this second race, Sam.
Yeah, now he's 6 seconds behind Waltham, and I don't see any way for him to catch up unless the drivers in front of him have mistakes.
You never know.
And here we go again.
Yeah, and with these lot doing what they're doing, Chepelewski might be in for some more positions here. Over the line we go on to lap 6 of the race, 4 minutes to go. Going to be Beard's teammate, Rob Hartley on the inside, Dave Hampson on the outside, and Adam Delmont somewhere in the middle. Delmont gets out of that as Hampson turns into the first chicane, the Tamburello chicane, and Hampson now up in 5th position. Hartley in front of him, the driver that's made the most gains in this race, 18 positions. Rob Hartley has been able to get since the start of the race. Hartley started in 22nd, now finds himself in 4th.
Hampson still keeping up with him. I think there is a possibility for him to make a move on the lap again.
Waltham's trying to make a move here as well as they go into the toaster hairpin, trying to get a cut back on Adam Delmont. Wasn't really the best executed move there by Martin Waltham.
No, he runs a little bit wide there, but gets still a decent run. Not quite close enough this time, but maybe in the game.
Piratella.
And behind him, Lee Diemer, Eric Komme, and Max Wright.
Oh yeah.
For 9th position.
Great battle going on here. Koeman going to the outside, car 81. Trying to get at the inside. Get it done. Oh, Max Wright turns across. So Max Wright holding on to his spot inside the top 10, and Lee Diemer also in the mix there, who didn't have the best of race 1s. Got spun around earlier on, in fact at Aquinum and Arali, I think, in race 1. Doing relatively well here in race 2. Still 5 positions lower than where he started, but after a slowdown penalty, can get the best run there on the exit of the Variante Alta. Opens it up to Max Wright, possibly getting an overtake done before we get to the Rivazzas here.
He has the inside line here, so it's alongside, and if he's able to brake late enough, and there he goes. He's able to get the position from Lee Diemer.
Rob Hartley versus Lorne Murray as well, just in front of these guys. This is over 3rd and 4th. Fastest lap of the race by Rob Hartley, a 2:05.168. Hartley through up into the podium positions, and that will help the MHR Foxfoot team. They're already leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the teams in the Teams Championship as Martin Waltham and Adam Delmont continue their scrap over 6th and 7th. Hampson and Lorne Murray as well. Looks like Hampson's got the better of the Automet car as well, who's having a good race. Max Wright dropping down the order. Don't know what's happened to Max Wright.
Oh, something definitely happened with that.
A lot of damage to the front, and he's had to tow back to the pits. This might not have gone well. Definitely hasn't gone well.
The replay is up on screen.
Oh dear, Lee Diemer. That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, there was really nothing wrong with Max Wright driving there.
Well, Wright was moving about, you could say, but bump drafting doesn't usually end well, especially if you've got a corner looming and a braking zone looming, and yeah, Max Wright's done for race 2, and he'll be starting at the back of the grid for race 3. Anwar Smith has also come into the pits. He was in the pits, I should say.
I
so
just
problems
saw
for
him leaving the pits. Well, I don't know if he's leaving, but he is crawling very, very slowly through the pit lane.
Yeah, the pit lane speed limit is not 15 kilometers per hour, which he's doing. It's 60 kilometers per hour. So, yeah, he's done his pit stop, but yeah, crawling along the pit lane. We've got 30 seconds left. Brian Holmes should make it through to start one more lap here as Eric Koeman and Lee Diemer continue their duel, despite the demise of Max Wright. Those two still going at it. Brian Holmes crosses the line to start the final lap of the race, 2.8 seconds ahead of Ash Beard. Rob Hartley in third, fourth Dave Hampson, fifth Lorne Murray. That's the top five at the moment. Lee Diemer and Eric Koeman then battling over 9th and 10th position now, and looks like Lee Diemer got a poor run through that final corner, and that's given Eric Koeman a bit of breathing space for now.
Yeah, it looked like I'm sorry, Brian Holmes was almost celebrating too early, wheeling the car across the finish line, but it is still one more to go.
Well, we had that in the, I think it was the Ritmatech Sports Car Series, where someone left the session because they thought it was over. No, it was the Formula Renaults. Peter Van Gool, what's happened to Van Gool? He's towed back to the pits. Well, he was in action
look at the replay.
He was in action at the start. Was severely damaged. He might have lost it on his own here. Going through the Villeneuve chicane while he missed the initial apex. Went through the gravel, came back, and yeah, went off into the wall. Had connection issues with me. I don't know if it was the same with you, Sam, on the replay.
Yeah, I just saw the end of it.
Yeah.
Hitting the wall. But he is now back at the pits and hoping to repair it.
Well,
I believe his paint job does say hashtag just bin it on the end of it.
Well, he has just binned it. Right, a few corners to go. Brian Holmes, 2.5 seconds ahead. Luckily for Peter Van Gool, he might survive to be in contention for the reverse grid as Ash Beard and Rob Hartley start battling with a few corners to go. Hartley looking like he wants to take second place away from Ash Beard here going into the Rivazza. That's interesting, with two teammates going at it, and of course Ash Beard wanting to get as many positions as he can to stop Stone Chapelewski from winning the title. Brian Holmes comes out the final corner then. Once he got past Adam Delmont and Lorne Murray, he was untroubled from there. And he's going to take race 2 for MHR Foxwell Racing. Brian Holmes does it, weaves across the line, and takes race 2 of the day here at Imola. Second for Ash Beard, just barely nothing in it between him and Rob Hartley. And who's going to get 4th? It's going to be Dave Hampson, with Lorne Murray 5th, Adam Delmont 6th, and Stone Chapelewski 7th position. Don't know whether something happened to Chappie there on the... no, one position gain for Chappie on that last lap because Martin Waltham had issues. That was who it was. Martin Waltham was 7th at the start of the lap. We crashed. That's what it was. Oh dear, now that was a messy one. I don't know if we can get a replay of that.
Who was that?
Martin Waltham, who finished in 8th.
We might have it. Where was it exactly?
It was just before the Rivazza.
I believe this might be it. Yes.
Yeah, so Lorne Murray, him and Lorne Murray get stuck together, which can happen. Then obviously he's got a whole lot of speed. Then Adam Delmont comes flying out of nowhere. Just think that Adam Delmont didn't have an issue with zone. Adam Delmont, he goes into the back of Lorne Murray and then goes into the back of Martin Waltham. And that gives a position to Stalin Chapelewski.
Yeah, just looking at Adam Delmont's angle. It was just a whole bunch of Mazzos getting tangled over each other.
Yeah, falling over each other on the run to the line, those drivers there. Ben Landemore has ran out of fuel. Or something similar, because he's crawling, and that is not going to get to the line. He's literally just about 200 metres away. Is that fuel or is that engine? I'll have a quick reminder. It looks like fuel.
Yeah, it's definitely fuel.
Well, he will be one lap down, so it might not be the end of the world because he will be eligible for the reverse grid. But yeah, that's not going to make it home. No, he's back. So that's going to give a position to Jason Greenfield. It's going to take, and Cesario Rizzo is going to take the last car on the lead lap position. And then running through the finishing order from race 2 of the day, Brian Holmes takes the win. 3 seconds ahead of Ash Beard in the end, who was only about first 300ths of a second ahead of his teammate Rob Hartley as they crossed the line. Dave Hampson 4th, 5th for Lorne Murray, 6th for Adam Delmont, 7th Stelian Shepelevsky, getting that position off Martin Waltham on the final few corners of the lap. Then 9th for Eric Koeman and 10th Lee Deemer, 11th for Steve Hansford, 12th Adam McNally, 13th Roy Verke, 14th for Jamie Ayres, 15th for Max Wright, 16th Lee Barmer, 17th for Mick Barry. There's Cesario Rizzo, the last car on the lead lap in 18th. And then the rest of the order, 19th for Jason Greenfield, 20th for Ben Landemore, 21st for Anwar Smith, 22nd Christoph Kiard, 23rd Peter Van Gool, and 24th, 2 laps down for Kevin Woods. Incidentally, Max Wright had that crash where the whole front of the car was broken, but he was still able to tow it back and get out, and because of it, he had a fast repair, of course. He still managed to finish on the lead lap, Sam. Shows you how long these laps are around the circuit.
Yep, just getting the points, and I think that's what has contributed to Automek for being currently second in the team championship.
Definitely, yeah, with those points, you just need to finish 1 lap down or less, and you are in with some points, and Max Wright able to do so there. Right, time for the final reverse grid of the day then, Sam, for race 3. Who's going to get the pole?
Okay, let's bring the wheel on the screen and spin it. It goes just past the pole and it will be 24.
24, which would put Kevin Woods on the pole. However, he is 2 laps down, so it won't count. Peter Van Gool will get the reverse grid pole then for the final race of the day. Christoph Kiard 2nd. 3rd will be Anwar Smith. 4th for Ben Landemore, who was 3rd for this race. And Jason Greenfield will be starting in the 5th position. So we will take a quick pause here at the Autodromo Enzo Adino Ferrari. And you don't want to miss the 3rd and final race of the day. 23 cars reversed. Peter Van Gool will be on the pole. After this break, we'll be back for the 3rd and final race of the day here, the BSR Mazda X5 Cup.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
From far away they came to us with knowledge.
a move. Truex on the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live, and welcome back to the British Sim Racers Mazda MX-5 Cup. We're here once again at the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari for the final race of the day. Here, and another full reverse grid. Adam Bath here with Sam Kumo. And Sam, Peter Van Gool, he's got the reverse grid pole. He hasn't had the best evening so far. Time for him to make up for it, probably.
Yeah, definitely. He hasn't had the evening he was hoping for, but this is the best opportunity for him. Although we did see him following up the engine warm-up before this, so let's hope he doesn't have that kind of issue once the race gets going, as he comes in for the pit stop.
There we go then, time to run you through the grid. Yeah, Peter Van Gool will be starting on the pole position for this final race of the day. Second for Christoph Kiard, third Anwar Smith, 4 Ben Landemore, 5th Cesaro Rizzo, 6th is Mick Barry, 7th Lee Barmer, 8th Max Wright, 9th Jamie Ayres, and 10th Roy Verke, 11th Adam McNally, 12th is Steve Hansford, 13th Lee Diemer, 14th Eric Koeman, 15th Martin Waltham, 16th Stelian Chepelevsky, 17th Adam Delmont, 18th Lord Murray, 19th Dave Hampson, and 20th Rob Hartley, 21st Ash Beard, 22nd Brian Holmes, 23rd is Kevin Woods. So 23 cars taking part in this final race, and everyone's gridded already, so we haven't got long to wait. Here we go, final race. Runs away. Good start by Peter Van Gool, already flying away from Christoph Kiard in second position, but anyone else going to get involved in any shenanigans as we go into the Tamburello? You can see the Momo racing car there of Rizzo trying to get in the mix. Ben Landemore versus Anwar Smith into the first chicane as well. They come close to making contact with each other. There's a Stelian Chepelevsky car all over the place. Oh, and Anwar Smith. He was battling at the time, and that's not gone at all well. Starts from the pit lane. Incidentally for race 2, 4 wide, 5 wide in the background actually as we go through the final parts of the Villeneuve chicane and the Tamburello chicane and into the Villeneuve chicane for the first time. Van Gool leads. Ben Landemore, what's happened to Ben Landemore? He's dropping down the order like crazy here.
That slow down.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
And Lee Diemer and Martin Waltham.
Oh dear.
Issues here. Waltham is off.
Oh
so
god, yeah,
is Verke. Again, more contact with McNally.
And Delmont's off as well. He was it. Oh dear, he went off on his own. Of trying to avoid them. It looks like. Well, what it started actually was have a look. It started with Martin Waltham trying to get up the inside of Diemer, and Diemer definitely didn't want him to get up the inside there. Sam, it looks like.
No, I think they were also. It might have also been started with Ben Landemore, who was trying to stay out of the way, and that kind of summed things up for the guys coming from behind him.
Well, what this all means, as we go on our way towards Rivazza for the first time, is that Peter Van Gool leads Christoph Kiard by half a second. Then it's a bit of a gap back to Cesaro Rizzo in third. Then in fourth it's Jamie Ayres. Fifth is Max Wright. Sixth Lee Barmer. Somehow in seventh place is Stelian Chepelevsky. 9 positions gained already on the opening half a lap. And then Eric Koeman in 10th and 9th. And Dave Hampson rounding at the top 10 with Ash Beard in 11th as we come on to get that first lap in the books.
And Chepelevsky is going for the 7th place. Actually, I think that's 6th because now Delmont is out of the race.
Yeah, he's in the pits, towed back to the pits, Adam Delmont. Not what he would have wanted at all for this final race. The Youth Energy driver, but Stelian Chepelevsky arrives up into 6th position now. 10 positions gained for Cheppy. And the march for that title looks like it's going to continue here. Trying to take it away from Ash Beard, who was 64 points behind Chepelevsky going into this race meeting. And that's not at all what he would have wanted, as Ashbeard gets past Eric Koeman into the Villeneuve chicane. Him up into 9th position now, Koeman down to 10th.
And Brian Holmes right behind Koeman. Almost gives him a small bump.
The toes are hairpin and up the hill they go.
Looks like the field is training up a bit sooner than we saw in the previous races.
Yeah, good, right?
Yeah. Oh, that is Christophe Pilar
Oh no.
getting all guns wrong. And now Cesar Rizzo up to 2nd place.
Is up to 2nd then, 9/10 of a second away, make that a 2nd away from Peter Van Gool. That should still be close enough to get some slipstreaming done and close back up onto the rear of Van Gool, but yeah, the Frenchman Christophe Kiard, who didn't have the best of race 2s, hence why you're starting so far at the grid for race 3, having a small moment there and losing that runners-up spot.
For the 7th place, good battle going on with Palmer, Hampson and Beer. Hampson is on the inside here, and Ashbeard also diving ahead of Palmer. Palmer down 2 positions.
Adam Delmont definitely out of the race, he's just exited the session. Peter Van Gool over the line then to start lap 3 of the race. 10 minutes to go. Cesar Rizzo 2nd, but Christophe Kiard having a little look there, and it's all kicking off for 4th, because here comes Stain Shepelevsky on Jamie Ayres. Sheppy, who finished in 8th, in 7th actually in race 2 after picking up a position late on. Up the inside of Jamie Ayres into the Tamburello chicane, and yeah, the Pro Sim driver, championship leader, now into 4th place, 12 positions gained.
Yeah, he is also 1.5 seconds faster on that track lap compared to Peter Van Gool. So at this pace he will catch up to Van Gool. And looking at the lap times, we're on second lap right now. 2 laps completed, and about half of them have had a clean lap without incidents.
Amazing, I've only completed 2 laps. So much has happened already. Rizzo has lost 2nd place against Christophe Kiard, the Frenchman back up into the runners-up spot after a battle in the opening sector of the lap. Can he try and get it back through the second half? This is where Christophe Kiard got it all sorts of wrong a lap ago. See how much curb they take on the inside there of Alcon and Minerali, but for the meantime anyway, the Frenchman remains in 2nd place, and you'll be able to see that the Benelux driver Peter Van Gool has now extended the gap to 1.7 seconds. If he gets that over that 2-second mark, then I believe that there's not much that the guys behind can do, because he will have broken the slipstream, Sam.
Yeah, and let's see here. Rizzo didn't get a very good run out there, and Shepelevsky is closing in very quickly, only 1.5 seconds behind Rizzo right now. Behind him, it's also heating up for the 5th place between Jamie Ayres and Bright and Ashbeard.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've got 4 cars here, all scrapping over that 5th position, a spot inside the top 5 up for grabs. Jamie Ayres in 5th, 6th Max Wright, 7th is Ashbeard. I'll make that Hampson in 7th actually, because he's just found a wedge in the middle, and he might just have it here, but Ashbeard's going to have to duck behind. He'll pick up a bit of slipstream now, and he might be able to get another move done into the Tamburello chicane here. Beard looking to the inside. The Foxfoot car with the red roll cage. Hampson up the inside of Ayres now, trying to go for that 5th position. Inside for the final part of the Tamburello chicane. Ayres will get slowed down as a result. They'll both get slowed down as a result. Max Wright looks like he's picked up a slowdown penalty as well, and that's made him lose a position to Brian Holmes, Ashbeard's teammate. Here they come into the toaster then. Beard up the inside of Ayres. That's going to be for 6th position, and Brian Holmes nearly goes with him. But for the time being, that somehow didn't go as bad as I thought it was going to go. For a brief moment, Ashbeard was going to get pitched into the wall, but yeah, he's somehow able to hold on, and Jamie Ayres, he too, is able to hold on as well. Looks like Brian Holmes got a poor run off that toaster hairpin as well, Sam.
Yeah, Jamie, it really looked like he got the push off the track there, and then got a little bit loose over the exit curve. But fortunately, he was able to collect it and not cause any major incident there.
Apart from Adam Delmont, everyone else has carried on since the start of the race, which is good to see. With only 7 minutes to go here, so we've gone past the halfway mark in the race now. Like 4 of...
Yeah, and as Kariano Ceplevsky has made it past Cesar Rizzo right now, and quickly catching up to Christophe Gillard.
Well, he is a man on a mission here. He was 1.5 seconds quicker on the last lap than Peter van Gool. Is it too late to rule the win out of the equation? He goes through the final pass of the Rivazza. We're going to start lap 5 of what should be about 9 laps of racing around here, and we'll see what the lap times are like. Peter van Gool has a 1 second lead over Christophe Kiard. Stanislav Chepelevsky 1.2 seconds behind the Frenchman as they come over the line now. 2:04.9. Credit to Peter van Gool, that's his new personal best of the race. 2:04.5, 4 seconds of a second quicker by Christophe Kiard. Stanislav Chepelevsky though 2:03.7, 1.2 seconds quicker. Then the Benelux driver Peter van Gool, and I think at that pace, Sam, he's going to be there and get the lead by the time we get to the end of the race.
Yes, and most likely next time around we come through here. Chepelevsky has been able to make the move past Gillard, but you never know. It's racing and everything can happen.
But yeah, catching is one thing, passing is another. As Momo Racing goes very wide in the background. I thought that was Rizzo. That allows Hampson up the inside into the Tosa hairpin. This is the battle over 4th and 5th. Hampson on the inside. On the outside is Cesaro Rizzo, the Momo Racing driver, gunning for a 4th position here. And just behind those two you can see Ash Beard, the man second in the championship going into this race meeting. After this 3rd race we'll only have 9 races to go to decide who's going to be the champion. I don't know where Rizzo's going.
Runs wide.
Must have run wide on the exit and couldn't stop the car from going into the grass and the gravel, and he loses 2 positions as a result, down to 6th.
And Ash Beard gets a good run. Might be looking for the inside line here to the chicane, as he does.
Both turn in, but Beard gives him the space, runs out wide onto the runoff area on the exit. Where's Rizzo going? He's off this time at Variante Alta, 360-degree spin, and he should get going, but he's lost a spot inside the top 10 now, down to 12th.
And something else happening as well. Jamie Ayres, he must have had a slowdown. He was very slow through there.
Oh, Beard and Hampson, all sorts of wide for the final corner there. Chepelevsky's got... Oh, here come the lead trio then. There it is. Look how close they are now as they come over the line onto lap 6. 4.5 minutes to go here. Peter van Gool started first, still currently first. Christophe Kiard started second as well, but now he wants his sights set on the lead, and he knows it because Stelian Chepelevsky is coming at a fair rate of knots here. Peter van Gool desperate not to give up the lead. Stelian Chepelevsky says thank you very much as Christophe Kiard gets forced out wide by Peter van Gool. He goes through into 2nd position, and now it's going to be a straight fight between Chepelevsky and Peter van Gool for the win inside the final 4 laps of the race.
Yeah, and there is plenty of time for Chepelevsky to set up the move and not take a unnecessary risk, as Peter van Gool runs wide, and that might be the first opportunity for Chepelevsky.
Hopefully we get... Oh no, there you go, there's the run, and that is why Stelian Chepelevsky's was 1.6 seconds quicker on that last lap than Peter van Gool. All it took was 1 corner, but van Gool's not giving up just yet.
No, but Chepelevsky is on the inside line.
Oh, he's not giving up. Well, he could throw it up the inside here, Peter van Gool, into the Aqua Minerale. Chepelevsky will surely know of that, and he does. Take that, he says, and that allows Christophe Kiard through into 2nd position as well. So Stelian Chepelevsky thought it was going to be oh so easy. Well, he's just been given a hard lesson or two there by Peter van Gool. He's going to have to now regroup.
For the lead.
There you go, I said it was going to be a straight out fight between Van Gool and Cheppy, but now look what's happened. We've got 5 cars again for the race lead.
Yeah, Ash Beard saw this and wanted to join in for the fun. So did David Hampson.
Oh, here come Beard, gets out of that. He nearly made it 3 wide on our run into Rivazza. I think Peter van Gool might be a sitting duck now. Up the inside goes Dave Hampson into 3rd position. Here comes Ash Beard up the inside into 4th position. Peter van Gool in the space of half a lap goes from the lead to 5th. Quite remarkable scenes here. Notice how quickly things can change in the BSR Mazda MX-5 Cup, getting served up a fantastic final race here. Over the line we go to start lap 7, penultimate lap of the race here. So we're only going to get 8 laps of racing here compared to the 9 laps we had in race 1 and 2. And Chepelevsky now, this time, he wants to make certain that he can get this lead. Up the inside of Christophe Quillard into the Tamburello chicane. The Frenchman can't really do anything about that. And Serhiy Chepelevsky retakes the lead with 2 laps to go.
And here comes Hampson and Bear here. Also Rob Hartley. Rob Hartley and Peter Van Gool.
Oh yeah, Rob Hartley also. Yeah, up the inside into the Villeneuve chicane. I think if Ashbeard and Dave Hampson want to set their sights set on winning this race, they've got to dispose of Christophe Quillard pretty quickly, because they may have similar pace as Serhiy Chepelevsky, but they've got to make sure that they can get to him before we start the final lap of the race. We've just got over 90 seconds to go here in the final race of the day in the BSR Mazda MX-5 Cup at Imola.
Peter Van
doing a good job.
Peter Van Gool already dropping off. He's in full defense mode against these two racing guys, Hartley and Holmes, just trying to hold on to the fifth place.
It says on the sheet that Peter Van Gool drives for Youth Energy. I don't have his paint, but yeah.
No, he doesn't have the paint. He does say that he drives for them, but we'll see.
Oh, up the inside.
Here comes Hartley.
Well, oh dear, into the wall goes Rob Hartley, and that's not gone at all well.
And
into the wall again.
Collects his teammate Holmes.
Well, he decided to swerve off into the wall for a second impact there, rather than take out his teammate with him. But what's transpiring at the front? Well, Serhiy Chepelevsky's got a gap up to 0.8 of a second. Christophe Quillard doing a resolute defensive to keep the pack behind. He's still going to be within shout of a slipstream here, Christophe Quillard, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get alongside and pass as we come out of the final corner to start the final lap of the day here at Imola. Dave Hampson, though, he definitely wants his second place and might even be passed by the time we get to the Tamburello chicane here. Dave Hampson looks like he's got a very quick Mazda MX-5 here and might have a slim chance, I should say, of taking the win here if he's very quick around this final lap. Up the inside into the Tamburello chicane, and Dave Hampson's got 4/10 of a second stand between himself and Serhiy Chepelevsky.
Yeah, he got a good run through there, and let's see if he is able to close into the Chepelevsky.
As through as well.
Makes his way past Quillard.
They're through into third position then, so these guys have gained 15 positions, 17 and 18 respectively. But this is the final lap of the race. Ashbeard really hoping that Dave Hampson can prevent Serhiy Chepelevsky from winning this race. The gap down to 0.2 of a second. Serhiy Chepelevsky has already taken a race victory today at Imola on the opening race. Dave Hampson, I believe, yet to take a victory here in the BSR Mazda MX-5 Cup. And he'll love nothing more than to do it here at Imola. One of the most challenging circuits we go to all season. Into Acqualim Minardi for the final time then, taking a tighter line there. Chepelevsky. Oh, he gets such a good run through there, Dave Hampson. The Variante Alta might be an overtaking opportunity here if he gets a good run. Having a little look to the inside there as Christophe Quillard in the background has to defend from Brian Holmes. Now it's going to be the run down to Rivazza. We saw Serhiy Chepelevsky hold back Ashbeard when this was the case in race 1. And it looks like the Pro Sim driver's got a good run actually, so we'll see if Dave Hampson can use the slipstream to his advantage. And after that it's going to be a straight out drag to the line to see who's going to take this final race of the day here.
Chepelevsky covered the inside line on the entry.
Into a little bit wide, so does Dave Hampson. But it looks like that the Pro Sim driver might just have it all under control. Hampson hanging it out onto the gravel on the run to the line. It's going to be a run to the flag here, but race 3 of the day will go. Serhiy Chepelevsky wins by just a few hundredths of a second, 15 thousandths in fact. Third for Ashbeard, fourth for Christophe Quillard, and Brian Holmes rounds out the top 5.
Good finish there, and also Martin Waltham and Lee Palmer close together here, but it seems like Waltham is getting the better of it.
Yeah, Waltham will come across the line and take that 13th position, Palmer down to 14th. Battle between Dima and Steve Hansford on their way to the line, and the last 2 cars we are waiting for are just Adam McNally and Mick Barry. Only 1 car out of the race here, and that was Adam Delmont on the opening lap of the race. Everyone else able to finish as Mick Barry slides his way through the final corner. Take that final spot, 22nd position.
Yeah, that was a good race and it really went by fast. Kind of similar that with what we saw in the first race. We had this top group that was just battling it out among each other. And Cepileski rose to the top.
Oh dear, Christoph Kiard has been given a late race penalty. Looks like he didn't serve a slowdown penalty in time. And instead of finishing in what would have been 4th position, they're finishing 21st position instead.
Wow, that's harsh. What's the penalty actually? Is it just time penalty or just exclusion?
It's a time penalty, yeah. It looks like a 26 second time penalty.
Yeah, that really moves him way down the field.
Finishes in 21st position as a result. We're running through the finishing order then. The final race of the day. Stelian Cepileski just takes his 2nd win in 3 races. Ash Beard finishes in 3rd, Brian Holmes 4th, 5th Peter Van Gool, 6th Jamie Ayres, 7th Eric Koeman, 8th Francois Smith, 9th Max Wright and 10th Rob Hartley, 11th for Cesario Rizzo, 12th Martin Waltham, 13th for Lee Balmer, 14th Ben Landemore, 15th for Roy Ververke, 16th Lorne Murray, 17th Kevin Woods, 18th for Steve Hansford, 19th Lee Deemer and 20th for Adam McNally. 21st for Christophe Kiard. There he is, the Frenchman who was going to get at best of the rest position, ends up finishing in 21st position. And 22nd for Mick Barry and then Adam Delmont 8 laps down.
Right, do we have any drivers for the interviews here?
Doesn't look like it at the moment anyway. We'll see what the Club 73 Touring Car Championship are up to. It looks like they might have started a bit later than usual. They're racing at Watford the Glen today. And they've still got 8 minutes to just under 9 minutes to go in their 2nd race. Judging from what I've seen on the chats, that they had a very good race 1, so I think we might be in for a good race 2 here. So no one waiting to was just yet. I can tell you just in the meantime that next weekend's BSR Mazda MX-5 is going to be at Zandvoort. Now, Max Verstappen set the fastest lap ever recorded at the current version of Zandvoort today in a Formula 1 car. Definitely won't be achieving that in the Mazda MX-5s when we go there next week. But yeah, Zandvoort, Sam. Not a track we see often in BSR competition, but we're going there next week.
No, I always confuse it with Zolder. So which one is it?
It's the one in Holland, Zandvoort.
That's not helping. Is it the one with first corner is left or right?
First corner is right.
Okay, yeah, now I think I remember what it is. I think.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, so that's my track knowledge.
There we go, we'll get to learn the track as we go along on Sunday. Yeah, that'll be next week at 8 PM British Summer Time, 9 PM Central European Time as well. Of course, Monday we've got the Porsche Cup and the Ritmatech Sports Car Series, and Tuesday the Formula Renault, and Thursday BSR Race Night. The Formula Renaults will be at Okayama in Japan, and the BSR TC will be at the Nürburgring. So plenty to watch out for. I think we'll be also on the Nordschleife circuit as well. So Sam, that Porsche, it's going to be a tough 2 races for you.
I'd say it's going to be fun 2 races for me. I really like that circuit, and it is actually not too bad with the Porsche.
Yeah, plenty of experience of that track from the 24 hours.
Yeah, we drove the Audi up there. So it will be slightly different with the Porsche, but maybe even a little bit easier because Porsche is very nice over the bumps and curbs.
Okay, yeah, so make sure you can tune into us next Sunday. We'll be getting things going at Zandvoort. But that pretty much wraps things up from us here at Imola. Well, thanks to Sam for joining me in the commentary box and for being on the cameras. And thank you for watching. But now we head over to New York for the final stages of the Club 73. Sorry, Club 73 Touring Car Championship. Over to Andrew Woodhouse and James Nash on the cameras for that one.